What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another video. And today I'm just going to go over my immediate reactions to the Miami Grand Prix. First of all, fantastic race from Max Verstappen, to make it 3 wins from 3 races that he has finished. Obviously getting 2 DNFs in Bahrain and also in Australia due to reliability problems. But Max Verstappen is showing why he is the world champion, and he is going to put the pressure on Leclerc. And it'll be interesting to see if Ferrari can kind of catch Red Bull, because Red Bull in the straight line just look too fast and their car just looks too good right now. And I could see Verstappen, kind of running away with this title, especially if he wins the next couple of races. His momentum's just going to grow, and Leclerc is going to have to really fight to keep up with Verstappen this season. Mercedes had a decent weekend. George Russell getting P5 from P12 with a fantastic drive, I guess you could say. He was my driver of the day. Lewis Hamilton in P6, and I think that's kind of the best Mercedes could have hoped for this weekend. They were coming in with big upgrades. They were kind of hopeful of maybe pushing on to the Ferrari and Red Bull, but they're still way off the pace. Clearly the third fastest team on the grid. And safety car benefiting George Russell, and he managed to get ahead of his teammate in the last few laps. And Hamilton taking P6 after Valtteri Bottas made a bit of a mistake. I guess the big talking point was the Lando Norris Gasly crash. I mean, up until then, it was a little bit boring. Gasly, he went wide. I think 2 cars overtook him, and then Norris came up the inside. Gasly didn't see him, kind of swerved over a little bit, and that's what caused the safety car. Norris obviously losing the tyre rim and having to retire. It was a disappointing weekend for McLaren. They weren't really at the paces all race, and I think that DNF just summed up their weekend here in Miami. So not the best weekend for McLaren. Moving on to I think it was like 4 laps to go. The Schumacher Vettel crash. I mean, Vettel basically the father figure, I guess, to Mick Schumacher, and Schumacher's gone and hit him up the side. I see that as Schumacher's fault. Yes, Vettel, all right, he turned into him, but Schumacher, I don't think he was close enough, and it's not slow enough, I don't think, to make that move from that far back. I mean, we saw Daniel Ricciardo go up the inside, but he braked very late, and he was also a little closer. So I'm going to put the blame on Schumacher for that incident. Just not fully, but more on Schumacher. And I'm sure Schumacher and Vettel, they'll go back to the pits. They'll be all right. They'll talk about it, because they are good mates. So they'll solve that problem, I am sure. But yeah, that was upsetting to see both those drivers drop out of the points because of that. And the huge benefit from that was Alex Albon, as he gets points again for Williams. So 2 points to his name this season, and he's showing that very good driver choice from Williams. So a great drive. He showed in Australia how good of a driver he is, and again in Miami he's picked up the scraps from other cars are getting a DNF. Zhao getting a DNF, he was out within 7 laps. It's kind of sucked for him, and then obviously the crash between Schumacher and Vettel meant he could move up. Magnussen also getting tangled up, Alonso getting a 5-second penalty. So I'm making it sound like a crazy race, but it really wasn't. It was a very boring race up into that safety car, and then it was exciting for 5 laps, but nothing really happened. In the standings, you got Charles Leclerc at the top with 104 points, Max Verstappen with 85, Perez 66, and George Russell still in P4 with 59 points. He is having a hell of a season, outperforming Lewis Hamilton right now. Granted, he's got lucky in a couple races with safety cars, but for his first season at Mercedes, he's competed against a 7-time world champion, and he's outperforming him in almost every race so far. So fair play to George Russell. The constructors is very tight, with Ferrari only having 157 points compared to Red Bull's 151, and this battle could last for a while. I think Red Bull, if they keep this up, they could pull away a little bit from Ferrari, but never count Charles Leclerc out, and if Sainz becomes more consistent, we could see a very good and interesting constructors fight, just like we will with the Drivers' Championship, hopefully. If Mercedes can solve their problems, would love to see them up there fighting for that top spot. You know, who doesn't love 6 drivers fighting for the race win right now? Feels like we've only got 2, to be honest. You know, you never go into the race weekend thinking that Perez or Sainz are going to get top spot. It seems to be just Verstappen and Leclerc right now. But this was my quick review of the Miami Grand Prix. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought of it. Is there anything I missed in this review? And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like and go ahead and subscribe. And I will see you guys later. Peace.